الحمد لله واحد الأحد الفرد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد، والصلاة والسلام الأتمان الأكملان على خير خلقه أجمعين، وبعد. يقول له سبحانه وتعالى في القرآن الكريم: وعنده مفاتح الغيب لا يعلموها إلا هو. وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: ما منكم من أحد إلا وقد وكل به قرينه من الجن. أما بعد، فإن أحسن الحديث كتاب الله، وأحسن الحدي حدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Respectable listeners, we start for praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We send in peace and blessings upon the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and all the one them we choose for following footsteps until the day of Qiyam. The topic we will discuss today, inshallah, now a sensitive one, a scary topic, but important for we for know as Muslims. We title an insight to the world of the jinn. As Muslims, we get a lot where we need for know with regards to the world where we live, then within the day around we world. Because we get a lot of confusion today regarding some aspect of the world as the world they continue, they modernize. Then confusion here don't lead to two extremes. And the scholars, they normally say, لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ طَرَفَيْنِ وَوَسَطٍ. So everything, certainly we get two extreme points, then we get the middle part. One of the extreme when it comes to the aspect of the jinn. Now some of the people, we just they look at them from the point of view, say, since the jinn now creations where we need to see, they need to see them, they need to touch them, they need to feel them. So they're not able to accept, say, the entities here, then they will win at the world. So them claim, say, the jinns now a figment of human imagination. Most time they, where some of the scientists or some of the medical people, when not exposed to the Islamic resources, then can deny, say, jinn no they possess mortal man. Devil no they. They deny completely, say, no they. I read an article where the one that we write the article say, now this now made up to as a result of we cultural upbringing with societal influences. Now then they make with the feel say devil day, but they say this not to the reality at all. So this is now one of the extreme them. Inshallah ta'ala we will prove the existence of the jinn at the very beginning of the khutbah with just 3 points them, inshallah. So then why I don't deny, they say anything we're unable for see, we not the feel, we need touch, they. We get the other extreme again where people go, where then they accept the jinns but they go overboard. People where believe the jinns But then pass makam now to the point where the jinns the belief where they get in the jinns it don't hamburg the aqidah. It don't hamburg the Islam. They hang things the way they're not supposed for hang. But because then they fear for the jinn, and people whether they go meet the wrong people and for help them, then they tell them, say, hang this brace ring here, wear this brace ring, tie this tier na US bone, wear this clothes here, hang this na room, hang this na parlor, hang this na business. Especially we were in our offices, who say we they get promotions, now Wataki, different other places, enviable offices and promotions them. People can take us say, other person where then we give this promotion, if you don't die, now person killer. Then they send double purpose, they send witch purpose, they send packet purpose, they send other different things then. So people can get different belief them. Even if we go now, we upline them, we homes them back home. When they get some days then upline, where people and they go now water side. They say this day now the devil in day, the devil get for cow. People and they afraid. Nobody need to pass na certain places then because they say the devil this day. And sometimes people in Kidai na them places here, they say, well, the devil, they don't take him pay. So all them believe here the way people in can ascribe to the jinns, where we can go overboard. So this again another extreme point as Muslims say we will not forgo. And as I say, the very beginning of the khutbah, Almighty Allah say in the Quran, inside Surah Al-Baqarah, the beginning of the second juzu, وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا. Allah say, make we a middle nation, and we they maintain the balance when it comes to extremes. We know they say, jinn no day. We at our farm say, ide, but to which level? What Islam tell we, na day we they stop. We need to go beyond what Islam tell we, because sometimes we go get plenty errors them and mistakes them, what we they do in that regard. So what's in the middle path? The middle path, we believe as Muslims in the existence of the jinns. And any Muslim, no matter the level of civilization we get, no matter the level of scientific knowledge we get, no matter the level of interaction, modernity or advancement we get, where you deny in the belief of the jinns, automatically you're not a Muslim. Why? Because as Muslims, we know say, Arkanul Iman Sita, the pillars of belief in Islam. For let somebody say, me I believe na 6. Amongst them pillar, now they believe in Al-Ghaib, believe in the unseen. And inside the unseen, we get few things that will we for note. Almighty Allah command we in the Quran. Inside Surah Al-Baqarah, the very beginning. After we Allah don't talk about the muttaqin, Allah describe the muttaqin. The first description we give, he say, Alladhina yu'minuna bil-ghaib. There were people that we believe in the unseen. Things then the way we believe, we need to see them. So as Muslims, for let you say you're a Muslim, you be don't surrender from the very first day. For say certain things then they, where they exist. Certain things then they where Allah they tell you, Allah no need for show you before you believe them. But you just get for believe in Almighty Allah, that you accept say, then things then they in a reality. Life can teach we this as well. Somebody can say, I get a headache. You know they see the headache, you they feel a normal, you feel the heart, that you believe say you get the headache. And different other way the way we able for look at bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. So among the things that were there inside Al-Ghaib, the knowledge of the unseen, now for believe in Almighty Allah, even though we know they see Allah. Nobody no go challenge you, say pass you see God before you believe him. You no need for see Allah for let you believe in him. You for believe in Almighty Allah even if you know they see him. Among the knowledge of the unseen again, now for let we believe in the existence of the angels them. The angels then are beings then we be to say Almighty Allah creates. He puts them then they for worship Almighty Allah. They not feel like mortal man, they not get will, they not get free will for deny God. They're only there for obey Almighty Allah. Now so Almighty Allah creates them. So believe in the angel, yeah. Now something we be to say again we believe. And even the Sunnah teach we say, every Muslim, every human being, you be a Muslim, you not be Muslim, we all get one angel where they assign to we, Allah assigned to we. When they call them the guardian angel, that angel they with every human being. Where that angel they with you. Sometimes they things then they wait for happen with you, where Allah don't decree, the angel they excuse, let them thing and they happen. But if not to something where Allah decree, the angel they there for protect you. Every human being get this angel. We get an opposing force again, we deal with we, every human being, when at the Qarin, the hadith where I quote the very beginning, inshallah, where they discuss that as we continue in the khutbah. So, we, knowledge of the unseen, it also encapsulates for belief, include for let we believe in the existence of the angel, for let we believe in the existence of the day of judgment, for let we believe say a day, where that day Almighty Allah therefore call we all to account. Let we believe say this world where we they live, not to forever. The world therefore come to an end, and as much as nobody know, they tell where the world they come to an end. Part of knowledge of the unseen, we also get the belief for say, we believe in paradise, in Jannah, in as much as we not see Jannah. We believe in hellfire, in as much as we not see hellfire. Because of that belief what we get in Jannah, now make we pray 5 daily prayer for attract Almighty Allah in mercy. We they do what Almighty Allah ask we for do, for let we able for they among the one them, where they enter inside paradise. Allah put you in this category. Part of this belief, we believe in hellfire. Now make we Almighty Allah, they tell we say, Tilka hududullahi fala ta'taduha. This nami limits them, let nobody no jump them. We know say we get the ability for jump them. Among the young man them, we get the ability for do woman business. Among the woman them, they get the ability for pull them here, work out naked, like any other woman. We able, mama they able, who be sick, then go to more man. But why then they choose not for go there? Because them believe say, hellfire day. Then the one them will cross the limits of Allah. If Allah not forgive them in the hereafter, Almighty Allah, they punish them, now the hellfire. Part of this belief again in Al-Ghaib, now they will end inshallah in the list where they discuss. Now they believe in the existence of the jinns them. The jinns them, now creations the way Almighty Allah creates, and we get for believe. And among them, then leader, just like where we get Adam, when our papa, the papa of all the jinns them, na shaitan, ash-shaitan, the, when a iblis, when a the big shaitan, Lord Almighty Allah protect we from entraps them. We get the case study, the son of, we get the case study during the time of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Prophet Bidena Medina. We get this narration from Abdullah ibn Mas'ud where reports say a very scary event be happen where Prophet Bidena Medina. Once Prophet be there with them, na night, and Prophet lost. So then they go and look for the Prophet. Everybody become worried. Who say Prophet go, don't go. Then go even and look at the hillside them. Then look at the passages, the roadside. For no more they're able to locate Prophet. So then they get different thoughts the way they run at the mind. At the morning, where the door clean, so in order to tell I see Prophet they come. So then go approach him, Ya Rasulullah, we be they look for you last night. We search everywhere, we will not see you. Prophet say, one of the jinn them come meet me and call me. So I go give them dawah, I go recite the Quran for them. Prophets even take the Sahaba then at the location, the camp, inside the jinns them together, where if they do this for them. But the jinns them, na creations, they will be to say, Allah put barrier between we and them, then they see we, but we never see them. So this is not the sad aspect of the existence one. So we believe in them, then they see we, but we never see them. The only time where we go able to see them, now the time where they go unveil themselves, whether they able to take certain forms them, where we they able to see them. Lord Almighty Allah protect we from them kind challenges here. People awake can see them normally can get a lot of challenges in them moments then day. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam continue for tell the Sahaba them for say, he say after why don't give them dawah, why don't recite the Quran for them? The jinns them even ask the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, say you know go give me provision, one provision, something like where they say antomot. So Prophet tell them, say, he go ensure, say, let them take every bone where mortal man eats, where the person say, Bismillah, let them eat them. This not them food, not food for them. Then we animal, they waste them, the dung them, the feces of animal, the toilet of animal, then the urine, go be the food for the young animal. Then get animal, then just like what we said, get animal now, young world. They get the young animal the way then they eat. So the Prophet will make this clear. And I make this Sharia, normally we would learn fiqh. In Tahara, where they learn about the Najasa them. One of the aspects of Najasa where we learn among the list of Najasat them, now for we the Muslims they not say, we not get no rights for use bone, animal bone for clean yourself. If you don't have bush, you don't go easy yourself, you relieve yourself. Prophet ask we let we not use bone, animal bone, because now food for the jinn them. Allah protect we from this here. So the knowledge here, they helpful for let we get a lot of awareness. Because plenty time and even we Muslims say we believe in the jinns, but we deny certain things them out of ignorance where we don't know. For prove the existence of the jinn. First point, Almighty Allah give it talked to be plenty verses there in the Quran and some hadith then the way Almighty Allah help we for know. But how we for protect ourselves from the jinns there. So if you see somebody na soldier, they go war, then they are gone, then they are combat. Now for let you know say what they, you know go deny against the one or they, because already the person, the fact that Almighty Allah give you means of protection from the jinns, then they don't establish say the jinn them, then they. If you buy like people and they tell now this moment and they deny say coronavirus na lie. If you know the amount of billions of dollars where people and don't invest millions of dollars for make vaccine, the vaccine and they presently they don't reach even a Sierra Leone at just small amount, according to one my colleague tell me, about 3% of the country population, I believe say 9 bring, so they get for know how they distribute and based on need. So, if you know the money where people they don't put in the world, for invest, the fact that the medicine day, for paracetamol day, now proof for tell you say a day day. The fact that coronavirus, the vaccine says don't come on now, then in a fact for tell you say, the sick day. If it not been day, people are not going to waste all the time, all the money for go make medicine for sickness we know day. So the fact Almighty Allah, the same scientific way where we they prove the coronavirus day, that the same way where we they use for tell the scientists and say the fact that God will make this world, it teach we where we they protect ourselves from the jinns them. It teach we where we they help people who are possessed by jinns them. Either partially or fully. Now a fact for sure say jinns them they. We get a case study in the Sirah where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one woman be possessed by jinn, one woman became possessed by jinn. Prophet take the woman picking. It open the picking what he say, come out you enemy of Allah, me not the messenger of God. So this all we get plenty case studies them in the Sirah where they help people know say jinns they really they and then they enter per mortal man and body. The second proof, we get an entire surah where Allah dedicates, when a surah to Jinn. The beginning of the surah, Almighty Allah says, قُلْ أُوهِيَ إِلَيَّ أَنَّهُ اسْتَمَعَ نَفَرٌ مِنَ الْجِنِّ فَقَالُوا إِنَّ سَمِعْنَا قُرْآنًا عَجَبًا. The fact this surah day, Allah choose 114 surahs for talking about the Quran. Allah dedicates a surah where he calls Surah Tul Insan, Surah of Mortal Man. Allah also dedicates a surah where he calls Surah Tul Jinn. This na fact for sure we say the jinns then day. Allah not dedicates a surah where he calls Surah Tul Malaika. So we believe in the Malaika. What about the jinns then? We get surah in the Quran. So as Muslims we not fall doubt in this. The third one, before I come to the final proof. The Quran in Surah Al-Dhariyat, Allah the same command we give you. The reason we make we in this world. Now the same reason make the jinns then in the new world. Allah say, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ. Before they call we, now they in fact the first call, إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Allah say, no make mortal man them and the jinn them for any other reason. Now for that we can worship them. The final proof, that the fact that all civilization, the Muslims, the Christians, the pagans, even people that will not believe in God per se, to the way we don't understand God, then people that will get distorted belief in God, maybe they worship idols. All civilization throughout history, they accept, say, an entity there where they are around where they call jinn. So if people and they deny the existence of the jinn today, that's a new phenomenon where as Muslims then we need to move on. Now we push further for look at the reality. Now we don't establish the jinn then day. So the other important thing I feel say we need to understand as Muslims. Now for know how the jinn then they would have the jinn them. They would have not to waiting then don't tell me about jinn when I lie. Let me try for wave this off. Among the things that we for know about the jinn, the things that we share in similarities, one, that then are part of Allah in creation. When we pray, the first verse when we read, the first surah we read is Surah Al-Fatiha. And the first verse after we don't make the isti'adha and the basmala, where they say, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We they glorify God, we send praises to God, not the Lord of all the worlds them. Al-Alameen inclusive, the world of mortal man them. Inclusive the world of the angels them. Inclusive the world of the jinns them. Inclusive world of entities them, being creations them. Where we not even sabi. Allah tell me in the Quran say, وَيَخْلُقُ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. I make things that we mortal man will not sabi. They will not get for sabi then tell we left this world. We not get for sabi then things then they. So Allah gets plenty creations. Some He tell we about them. We necessary for let we know. So one, the jinns them, na creations them among the creations of Allah. Not to say they go come on sayo, they carry bellow. Now God make them boom, just like we make we. However, while Allah make them before they make we. Then we don't they long before Allah they make mortal man. Now that's not the reason we make, if you go inside the tafsir of Surah Al-Baqarah, while I tell the angels then say, I want to can make a creation. Then the angels them, they register then dissatisfaction. Allah, they make creations where they come to weigh blood, because they don't get the experience. They say where the jinns them be then at the wall. Then be they kill to weigh blood, deny God, disobey God. According to some narration, they say Almighty Allah, Shaitan be dealt there. But Shaitan not be disobedient. If they worship God, anything where God tell her they do. So Allah be release angels there with Shaitan, then they come and destroy all the jinns then they. So Shaitan in the left now. The moment now where Allah say they make mortal man, now the Shaitan himself can expose himself in bad habit na in grab para. So while Allah say now it's Jud li Adam na in baranta no sujud. So Allah curse him. Then because of this, it creates this enmity. And since among the jinns them, it begets option for deny. The angels will not get option, they let it deny. Each deny. And when they don't do this in deniance, it move away from Allah mercy. If they move no na the earth. Now if we take for pull Adam and Eve na the heaven, where they can deal with them now na the earth, now make Allah say, una all they can be enemy to one another. Shaitan they hate una they hate them. Now may Allah one way in the Quran he say, inna shaitana lakum adu. Shaitan for una na enemy. Fattakhidhu aduwa. Una bakuna take them as enemy. La Allah make we take shaitan as enemy. So the jinns them, na creations them, like Allah, like we, but Almighty Allah make them, He puts them na this earth with the same purpose for worship in Allah. But Allah make them before they make we. Then we don't live here before we. But when after we, then we don't wipe them off. Allah make mortal man. Shaitan be there, he gets in wife, he born boku on them. They all now na shaitan he picking them. Just like we Adam now picking na papa, grandpa. Almighty Allah also tell me say, of course I don't establish the aspect of the similarity na muqallaf. then get obligation for obey God in commandments, then get choice, then get free will. The jinns then can choose that they obey God, that they deny God. So the jinns them, then get the Muslims them, then get the kafiri them, the rebels them, where they rebel, where they invoke people them, and attack people in different way. They live, the jinns then they live, then say then they die, then they get life, then they die. When the time reach, then they die. Other scholars then they suggest say, if you like, then they live longer than we. Of course, we know the jinn will get long life past all man and shaitan. If from the tewala make him, you know, get for die till the very end. World might tell at the end, the world at the 10, he get for die. So then get picking them, then get all one them among them, then get wife them, then get a wife them, and then they live in the world like who they live so. And they also get fitra, whether they born the jinn them, whether they born a jinn, that jinn in order to be rebel, like we, as Allah saying, as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying at the hadith. The jinn as them born them, in a day in innocent one, like where they keep born picking, you know get problem. Based on his surrounding, the one the way they around that jinn day. Now they make the jinn obey God or he rebel. You see some bobo where they born on the area, a grab it begin plants. Some grab it the door line way back. Now the area way there, now the way where they influence and the surrounding, now they make it behave that kind of way. If you don't say good people, they every human being gets the ability for be good. So now so the jinn them back similarly to them. But another thing we common between we and the jinn them, then they afraid we, just like we would afraid them. The only thing, if they fence by you say they afraid them too much, then they get mind by you. Because they know now say you afraid them, need not they for let them afraid you. We get a case study about Ibn Abi Hatim, where record say, Ikrima, one of the great mufassirun of the Quran say, radiyallahu anhu. It say, the jinns them, when mortal man them, they move, they go on the mountain and they hillside them. During the period of Jahiliyyah, the Meccan people and the mushriks, when they reach there, then because they get the consciousness, they jinn them, then they around. Then Kidena, then lonely places them. So anytime when they reach them places, then they seek refuge from the master of the leader of the jinn them. Like when the person they go, like walking go no more like, would they say when they go outing, for go reside. Before they settle and put them back them, then they say, would they seek refuge in the master, the leader of all the jinn at this place. So as a result, now any jinns them back develop mind. Say, when the mortal man they can, they run. But because then they see say the mortal man they afraid them, then they ask them, say, would they ask you to protect you? Then they say, if the people they ask you for protection, it means, then they afraid we will not need for afraid them anymore. So this make the jinns then get mind per mortal man. So, then get for appear in the day of judgment, then get for tinap judgment. And Allah therefore judge them. They unbug you, they unbug me, they unbug any human being, they get for judge them. Now make if jinn appear per mortal man, jinn they threaten mortal man, and some they turn snake. Some they turn, give for me tinap, he say worship me. You the mortal man, you get the responsibility. What tell I say, I need to do them. If you want, if you do me anything, Allah get for hold you. Allah now make them. Allah they hold them accountable. Nothing know the way jinn able for do mortal man pass Allah agree. Now make we need for rely on Almighty Allah for him protection. So if you the mortal man, sometimes waiting they make jinn able mortal man. Now when you afraid too much, you become vulnerable. You know able to tell and the truth, he threaten you, then they more of threatening and they threaten people. If they threaten you, you not get no means of protection. Certainly, then they do you bad. So now we need for rely on Almighty Allah for protection. The jinn them, with regards to the creations, of course, Almighty Allah states in the Quran in Surah Al-Rahman, chapter 55, verse 15, it says, وَخَلَقَ الْجَانَ مِنْ مَارِجِ مِنْ نَارٍ. As Allah say, make the jinn them from a smokeless flame of fire. According to the Quran commentators, they say where fire can light, the beautiful part of the fire, now the flame. You know the ugly part now the smoke. Where fire they pull smoke, but they open the window with the fan and more, let the fire inlet no more the flame. So that flame, the beautiful part now Allah use for create the jinns, not to the smoke, but not the flame. But it no means say because Allah use the fire for create them, Allah if you put them in the fire, they not go burn. Somebody asked this question to Imam Abu Hanifa. They say if Almighty Allah don't say make the jinns them from fire, the flame or the one where they one bang but not to even the smoke, then how God go put them in hellfire, then they punish? So the Imam say, okay, wait. He take dirty, now in ball baller. Now he send a para, he knock a para. The man holla, he say, why you knock this for me? He said, they go lay complain. He said, but wait till I explain to you. Wait till they make you it. He said, na dirty. Not to dirty, I knock you it. He said, na dirty. Now he say, okay, I don't understand. And no means say because God make them with fire, God not go able for torture them without fire. Allah able use fire for punish them, and Allah therefore punish them. Certainly some of them will deny with fire. Almighty Allah, a messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, saying at the hadith, he said, khuliqat al-malaika min nur, Allah make the angels from light. Wa khuliqa al-jana min mariji min nar, Allah make the jinns them from smokeless fire, the flame. Wa khuliqa al-adam mimma wusifa lakum, and make Adam from something they don't describe to. Of course, we know the creation of Adam. The Quran describes plenty. When it comes to the physical aspect, human beings say we will physical. We're in this form. Jinns are not in this way. There's name that we say there's the supernatural beings, they're not physical. You know, jinn not this way except he can't take mortal man in form. So this is not something you will for realize. Then get strength pass we. Then fast pass we. Then get some types of jinns them where they come where I go America for lucky I open I didn't say America now. Then they take this phone, then Tiffany and go to an estate house. If somebody wants, we see in the case of Mulku Sulaiman, the Ifrit from the jinn, where Mulku Sulaiman say one the queen of Sheba in throne. Now first Asian, he say, allow me. He say, I go take him before you rise from a throne. And indeed, then they take something with physical, like phone where they select this, and they turn on to light. Then travel with him. Within the quickest possible moment, seconds. Then reach with him, then turn him back to the way they did. So then get this ability. So they're strong, then fast pass with the only thing we Allah put by where we get well past them. We get intellectual, we get sense past them. So now make them afraid we able to hold them, we able to punish them, and we able to torture them. If no more, we able to understand where abilities them. So then afraid we because they know say we get sense past them. Then we afraid them sometimes because we know say then get strength, then get weight past we, and we just need for put that fear there with some aspect of condition. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. Alhamdulillah wahda wa salatu wa salam ala man la nabiyya ba'da. The second part of the khutbah, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said at the hadith where Abdullah ibn Mas'ud reports, he said, "Ma minkum min ahadin illa wa qad wukila bihi qarinuhu min al-jinn." He said, nobody know they are among you now except everybody gets one qarin, one partner when a jinn where they work out with them. Just like when we get the guardian angel they with we get jinn where they work out with we. Now make normally if they tell somebody say go pray, something the way they whisper to you say no pray. If they say give for God, the money get for you that whisper. A jinn day where then they call qarin. This qarin is there with every human day. All man get in you, small boy get in you, big man get in you. When you die, your qarin it die with you. This qarin you know everything about you. Any outside you go you know. Now make when somebody go to Moriman, if the Moriman powerfully they use jinn. Then I'm Moriman day. What see they do for let you know but you. In jinn they communicate with you jinn. With that qarin. Now that qarin they explain everything. One brother tell me one time, then tell him go to Moriman. I say no they go. When party them go to the Moriman, as they reach, now the Moriman tell them say, una party the person una come for, he say no they come. So the brother tell me now I say now the you qarin, now he expose you secret to the young qarin. So some people say, how manage you know? This is powerful. So this is not just connection, if you buy like network. We can say out who come in the Nasaluya can thief, that they do the same thing, thief man is successfully the thief. Just network, this can be say, I get business, so this can allow, this can, then do fine network, they don't fool the person, you understand, say, now the same people, they do the same work. So this qarin, everybody get one, Prophet tell me this, and the Aisha radiallahu anha asked the Prophet, قالوا وإياك يا رسول الله, Prophet, you said you get this qarin, when they whisper bad to you, Prophet said, Naam, he said, yes, not true, وإياك, وإيايا, he said, إلا أنا الله a'anani alayhi fa aslama. He said, God don't help me pa me own don't convert. He don't turn Muslim. So he never command me except he tell me something when I good. So Prophet no more, now be able for conquer you. Nobody no get for able for conquer you. So we get this battle. You want to do good, something the way they tell you say not do the good. And the angel they tell you say do the good. So he left to you, you can make your choice. Almighty Allah the judge will be based on this. Among the things that way people can spread lies them or myth, but jinn we're not to true at all. And some of them lie here, then can make some people employ their akeda. Some then they succumb to the jinns them. They reserve himself for the jinn. Among, we can see people in our society, some, they kill sheep. They buy one old sheep. The jinn they tell us, say, cut in ears, cut in tail, cut this. In Islam, that animal, they na al-maita, na najasa. Nobody know for eat, we know for eat from the animal, they na field. We know for eat them as Muslims them. Among the myth them, people can claim say, jinns they know the unseen. If somebody want know about the future, they say go to Sati Moriman or Soothsayer. Some people in pass na this country, some they didn't ferry, some they didn't boss. They tell people they say problem there for happy and then they go na the market, then take money na the woman, we boss na Eastern Police, what are done? We boss na market, sold done. all man bring Saul. They tell people like, you are not they taking money, you are not they taking money. We get them people and then as in some, then they claim say they are Muslims. This na people that will not for believe. Prophet say, if you believe in that person day, you go to Moreman, you go to somebody for telling about the future, you believe in them, Allah need to take you prayer for 40 days. You for pray, if you not pray, that ain't a problem. You dey pray 40 days, Allah no get for accept your prayer. You don't deny Almighty Allah sent to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So people in the claim say the jinns them know the unseen. Almighty Allah make it very clear in the Quran. Say wa indahu mafatihul ghaib la ya'lamuha illa hu. Allah say now in no more know the secret. Nobody know the except him. A pass no more the one that we choose for tell among the messenger them. So no jinn no know the secret. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the jinn you go to Moreman where they go looking go on for you for tell you about the future. If you tell you 99 lie, one true they day. But because of that one true way they day, now you hold on. You talk true, you don't talk true. But the one that we get wisdom, no say, plenty tend then they lie more than they talk true. And some of the things the way people can believe for jinn the way and lie things then, people and the way they feel say the jinns then they able for protect them. Some way get woke, and they go, let them go wasam, let them get close, let them go tamam. So as a result, we can call them ta'wiz. Then they give them and them. And some people and they devil Imam, then go to Moreman, they say the only way where the devil go left for Imam, then get brace ring, then buy. Some they get other thing and a rope, then buy. Other clothes, then giam. Something I westbone and giam. Something they hang in the house. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, Man alaqa tamima faqad wukila ilay. Any person where hang ta'wiz, juju, you hang anything where you believe say, that they protect you. Allah they pull your hand by you. Allahu Akbar. Allah they pull hand by you. Allah they left you and the tamim. So what did happen? We get modern form of ta'wiz. Some more man they feel like you get to work. Let's say president appoint you. You know, minister or some then give promotion. You fear say you because of this promotion where you don't get now. This promotion a value past the eye where God give you. A value past the sense where God give you. Then the whole way God give you. You don't feel say you need protection. Now that you get simple promotion no more. Where something at 5 years or 10 years or 2 years. You feel say now if you go to Moreman, so what think can happen? When you go to Moreman, the Moreman some can give you ta'wiz. They can give you something juju where they protect you. This juju where they work out with her, sometimes they go meet up somebody the way they envy you. In one that position they part you. When this person in get another Moreman where they work for her. So if you Moreman in get devil, any Moreman where powerful get jinn. This is not the reality. Any Moreman where they lie, it gets jinn. So, what I mean you get jinn, it don't mean say they control the jinn, no. And the jinn, then they go into contracts. Scholars, they help you to understand how, when they see pastor, they go no more, knock people them. If they pull, you see, people say na play, scholars then tell me how this can happen. They say for let jinn work for you. When they go into contract, most then in 40 days. Now you want you for. Inside these 40 days, they divide on 10 days. The jinn, they tell you, if you're not Muslim, say, sometimes they say, one brother, the Quran, if you split a middle, now they turn avak. The jinn for let work for you. The jinn you don't rebel. We then get not kafiri now. So he will let you deny like how you deny God. Let you nonsense yourself to the sight of God. For let him work for you na contract. So one brother the jinn then the brother plates the Quran, he turn the Quran avak 40 days. Now the Quran na in the well. He pass with. He then inside house, you know for common. Where you go toilet, you know wash with water. Where you wet, you know wash with water. That dirty day, now filthy creatures them. Now anytime when they go bathroom, Prophet one we say, read the dua before they enter inside the bathroom. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuth wal khaba'ith. Oh Almighty Allah, protect me from the jinn that when a man the way they inside and the evil the one that when a woman them. Scholars say if you forget for reading the dua, you don't enter inside. They inside read them but not move with your lips. This na scholars then consensus. You need to read the dua. If you don't read them, in fact, according to the hadith of Ali bin Abi Talib, it says, say Bismillah, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuth wal khaba'ith. It said, Prophet said, if you say the Bismillah, the jinns and they see you nakedness, then Allah they protect you from them. And when they come on a bathroom, they say Ghufranak. This nine are the sunnah teach you. So, according to some of the narration, they say some pastors, for like powerful, you see, they reign in the country. The jinn and they tell and say, the Bible, you forgo to inside toilet, you did 40 days. All man are 40 days that they initiate you. 40 days, now when the toilet, now the Bible you for waste with. And sometimes they can go to the point one pastor, period water, woman water, that period water, that blood. Now for color with the entire Bible. When you do this, the jinn they ready for work for you. So whether they go now and then crusade, they take in pockets and they knock the people there. That's what the people they for do. You don't see this they happen. You feel say no more play na jinn. The jinn they act they work now for them. Na contract basis. So for help this aspect of tawiz, the more than they don't give you tawiz, you don't gaya. You don't time na you want. The more man say tire anytime way they go, nothing happen to you. If somebody want knock you, the person forget jinn way powerful past the one way work for them. So what they do they send one jinn force where they go eat that juju. The jinn they go they lick all the juju where you about pa. When they don't pull a hole, then they fire you now. Now if you hear they say man don't for done. They say this na man na for done so. Yet na man, but Allah nobody no get for Ebola. But if you have a jinn or devil or more man for protect you, the day way they meet up more man will pass them, that day they now you they go. For conclude the khutbah, plenty things then they for discuss when are important things about the jinn. Some are the skip. One, why jinn they enter inside mortal man? This now fact from the sunnah. Jinn then they enter inside mortal man, they give mortal man. 3 reasons they will make jinn they enter inside mortal man. We need to know them so we take time. 1, jinn they enter inside mortal man as a result of revenge. You do something, like when people are all what one more time, it's where the jinn them they are around me. We all they live parallel na this earth. Wait away para water, one water, or pine pikide one water, it a revenge. During the time na Medina, this happened. One Sahaba, he come up at the battle, he come, he meet him with Denado. He say, what's up, he didn't do this way. So he went for rush for go inside. He say, Kale, he can't see what today inside. He go show, I say, a snake. The man go take the stick, he knock the snake bet him, they all two die. When they call prophet, he come, he say, this is a Muslim jinn. Jinn, then they take 3 forms. Prophet say, one, then they take snake and dog form. Now make the Sharia teach you, say, if you see snake, before you take stone in Naka, say, Bismillah. And they ask you for go 3 times. If you no go, kill the snake. Other than that, you get for tell the jinn for let go first. If not Muslim, among the jinn them, if they go sarful, you don't need for Naka. But if not a Muslim, then you need for kill them after you don't tell another. But if not Muslim, if they don't, then you go and bug them. Now they then kill retaliate. So as Muslims, they will go protect them. Not any time you say they kill snake, you go mix. You go for a good look, you know how you participate, when I give them chance for let him move. When I call Allah name, when I tell Allah let him move. It is na jinn, it just take snake form. So it is as you talk to her. In a Muslim they go. So jinn then they revenge. Sometimes when people they jump, you scrap the jinn in Pekin, then they revenge power. So now make most and they will let Allah name Bokuna Umot. 2, jinns them they working retaliate, jinn then the way they attack mortal man as a result of loss. Then say the lekuman. Most of the people away jinn they even a woman. Sometimes they even plenty man them back as well. Man them like Maghrib time, prophet advice say at Maghrib time, if you get small picking, he say let them they inside the house. The jinn then they boku then turn and they pass. So then no one come right you there you can a mosque let you pick the pass. Jinn then can possess picking and then turn and they begin appear small till reach to the point the day where they appear parana, the day they begin for them. And a problem and I will take go sometimes if you're unable for helper. So jinn them, so woman, he left for the dress naked, he never wear hijab. He wear tight skirts, he left enable. Jinn then they with me, then they see leg. And so woman wey don't ask for leg go dress, they go tin up na the glass for, see they paint, they open so the jinn then back in the mirror. So he go inside bathroom, you not take God in name. So the jinn wey see you private parts, instead he want. So if they begin come to, because they afraid you, they begin appear small per dream, till reach to a point where they can bang, they come sometimes they lay down with woman them. And so possibly they deal with that jinn they unbog them till he die. Some family member they give up para. Some jinn they per person they work out with and no all man they give up para now. Then they left no more now. Say this we don't pull out. We not get for able again. Lala protect me from this. The third one, when are the most difficult way why make we jinn they possess mortal man. Now when they send them by you, now mission. This if they send by you jinn for can bog you. This making difficult for come up. Because now different reason make them can come. Sometimes they that jinn, maybe you don't do something, the jinn way big pass, I don't hold her, they don't arrest her. So when somebody they can meet Moriman, they say, I want to do this person bad. So the Moriman talk to him jinn, then the jinn they say, okay, I get some of me jinn they were tie. They talk to one of them, would I go do this mission? If you do then I they release you. If the person do then they release her. If that jinn do they release her. So when they send by you jinn for can bug you, and then jinn they make it difficult. Because as you they try for pull na mission, either you succeed, or then go hold am back there, slave am. Allah protect we from this. So how you go know say somebody don't get jinn now? Let's summarize. How you go know somebody we don't get jinn? One, anytime when somebody don't possess jinn, they hate for your God in word. Whether they read the Quran, it has the one. And today this not the way of people. Plenty people get their phone, them music, they all application, the only thing they know they not the phone and the Quran. So jinns them, na creatures them, they know the bad one them pardon, they not like for the Quran. But the good one them, as we discussed, so Sheikh bin Baz say, they can even listen to khutbah. The jinns then they would read and they listen to khutbah, that they benefit from, we remind us, then they benefit a lot from we. When we eat the bone, then they lick come and eat from that one day. So one way, anytime you see somebody hates for the Quran, this is not one way where you know say he possessed by jinn. Two, when you read then they call the adhan, the person he has the worm. Anytime when somebody possessed, sometimes when you jinn person for help them, then they call adhan. Sometimes and they if na partial possession, the jinn they go. Because when they read God in word, Allahu Akbar, and not able for resist, they won't go. So this and now one way where then they use for pull jinn purpose, they make the adhan. Now me can tell people anytime where adhan they play na iPhone, no hotter, they play. Sometimes now you also play Surah Al-Baqarah. Dr. Bilal Phillips Imam they complain say they see jinn then they in house, a pass then shadow the way they say ghost, not to the person we don't die. The jinn they take the person in form, they can't happen at the window, it can't begin to make noise. Sometimes they say the person die, will go see an alunge, he live there, not to the person we die. Allah said in the Quran, he said, Kalla not possible, innaha kalimatu huwa qa'iluha, wa min wara'ihim barzakun ila yawm yub'athun. What person don't go? Allah said, they die 2 times, they don't deny barzak, and they ever come again. But the jinn, because he want confuse mortal man, they let mortal man them believe, and let them scared more, and they go take that person in form. Jinn able take me form, I can't in up here. When I feel say na Imam, sometimes I later on they sleep. So they're able to take form. The only person in form where they take. Now Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, now inform no more than they take. So person we don't die, they take inform, then take cane up line, then they beat people up. People believe, oh, the person we don't die, don't grab, he beat all man, they go to the grave, go disgrace the dead body, cut time. When una do this, the jinn don't feel fine. So una don't believe, una don't disgrace dead body, and then they attack una again. They go and bother that people. Now that mission now in the deeper. So jinns then are willful, na bad creatures them, we need to understand them. The second way you don't know, somebody we don't possess by jinn. One, where you read the Quran, you have the one. 2, where you call adhan. You don't like for listening adhan. 3, somebody where they see, they avoid prayer. You know they pray, you know they do no worship. Now one sign for sure say possessed by jinn. Because if you can't pass God in worship, the jinn they go. So the jinn they discourage them. Let not come na God in mosque. The third one, you see the person in personality change. They say sometimes they smile no more necessarily. What time they laugh? They laugh no more. What make you they laugh? Nothing, not funny, just they laugh. As for me, they say it's sad. Nothing no day for make I sad. It just sad. It's like something no wrong. This is not sign for sure say the person is possessed by jinn. It's not normal for lemon man they laugh so no more. They don't need to make fun. Nothing no day. The next one. Now when you see somebody they talk language we no sabi. One part where the jinn possessor, he writes Arabic. Where the jinn come up at the part and tell us, and I write. Say, let them not tell me that. You they talk Chinese, where jinn possess more in voice they change. Where the person they fetch, they get extra strength. Jinn don't possess somebody, possess the whole bottle, they run after people. Now so this now where the way they know say the jinn don't possess the person. Then the next again, anytime you see somebody like 14 about room, now sign say jinn don't possess her. Some they go to newspaper, they go to WhatsApp phone, they chat. Now the jinn they left for they then filthy places, them bathroom, desert, their houses, there where nobody know they. Where would they sleep in a net? Shaitan, now we know now they can't sleep. You know the nose get dirty. Now they play whole net. Now the prophet say wake, go put water and clean your nose. Or you recite God in word before you sleep. So somehow where they go sleep, you just left his stadium for shaitan. So shaitan they play, they better one team monitor. Next one, anytime you see somebody like graveyard, in the go sit down on a grave, like them play system. Now they jinn they like for sit down. So now where they know say the person they don't possess. Another, somebody like no more than us there where nobody know they. In like for go sit down they keep time. Now where they know say they don't possess by jinn. Another, anytime when you see somebody like for deeper janaba, it don't dey in the state of janaba, they go and pass whole day. Now sign for sure say deeper, it don't possess by jinn. Plenty they for talk. Another, you can see the person, if you dare with una. The way they behave, the way they watch una, they get extra strength. I don't discuss plenty other things. Inshallah, I think we can stop here for today. If we get any questions, they will confusing. We'll not discuss aspect of how we can protect ourselves. The least what I can say, read Surah Al-Falaq and Nas. Anytime we wake, the way Prophet teach we for read and for protect yourself, they make you hand so. You blow. You get ikhlas. 1, falak 1, nas 1. You rub, now you aid face table na the foot. You do one second, third. It's different from where the person don't get jinn, where they get power. If the person gets away, they make you hand so, you they read first before you blow. Where they protect yourself, they make you hand, you blow first, then you read now. Then they have protection. So then they do on a morning where you wake, before you come and go and waka, and anytime where you want for sleep, they do one 3 times. You can read Amana Rasul, you can read Ayat al-Kursi, you can make Lepo and Surah al-Baqarah go to play na host all time. This is the day of the jinn them. Inshallah ta'ala, try for their ablution. Always, jinn no they come near you. But if you know say somebody don't do now in an area, now in a house, maybe now in a brother, on a family member, where jinn don't possess. This week he recommend it difficult let you see somebody where they pull jinn per people when they play with jinn. Difficult. 99 of the people where they play with jinn, where they say this na Iraqi. If na 100, 99, then they deal with jinn. And any person where they use God the word, if they use jinn for pull per person, they don't commit shirk. So as a result, scholars said, "Allah avoid this." We only recommendation if jinn don't dey purpose, if na partial, maybe una the family members. Now una no forgive up on the person. Una ensure say una go dey play Quran regularly. We host the waiting plenty there na music films there. Una ensure say the person side dey let Quran go dey play. Let them make adhan, make other azkar. If you come to let make ablution, let make falak enhance plenty want them. But if in a full-time jinn possession, sometimes we can need specialists them from some sheikhs them where it's difficult. We don't recommend nobody for pull jinn per person. Because one of the big scholars in this country, he don't recommend, he don't retrieve a recommendation because he don't realize that the person they use jinn. So Allah protect me from this year. Inshallah ta'ala will spend the next 15 minutes at the masjid. If somebody gets any confusing question surrounding the topic because it's sensitive, I'll be able to respond to that. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر إنه هو غفور رحيم. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. أقم الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا.